Welcome back to the county seat. Our topic today is assessing and collecting. Now, the assessing and collecting is a state-generated fund to help the assessors in counties that the assessing process is more burdensome than the revenues that they create internally, so that it balances out. Counties that generate a lot of money in assessing, they give their extras to small counties that can't actually do it. So now we're at a point where we want to look at some of the solutions that the counties and the state are looking at to see if there's a way that we can possibly streamline a system. Now, one of the topics that has come up is the idea of making multi-county districts so that that assessing function is split across multiple counties, and that they kind of make a, for lack of something better, like a unified fire district would be within a county.
The concept, and it's still just a concept, is to leverage money. These are taxpayer dollars. Right now we have an example of Sevier County, Piute County, and Wayne County. They're all contiguous to each other. They all receive money, so outside funds are going in to help support their functions. Why do we need 3 separate entities in that area when we could actually consolidate some of the support, some of the expertise, and then spread it out between the 3 counties?
Okay, the first thought that would come to mind is somebody in Piute County will say, well, I still want to elect my county assessor.
And they still can. But maybe the county assessor can help out in other areas too, and in exchange for that we help out through Sevier County and Wayne County, give them expertise that if they're individual, they would not be able to afford individually. We see this all the time with if you can't afford something, you go out and you find the expertise. Well, this is really just like co-oping or anything else. You're just sharing the expertise that you're acquiring.
So basically the concept would be putting a staff or an office under that would actually do the function of the assessing under the direction of the county assessors from the 3 counties. Is that a correct idea?
You could still have a county assessor in each one to do the day-to-day, day in and day out public functions that they need to do also. So you're consolidating on one side, but you're also providing the same public interface that you have now.
Okay. What about some sort of buffering or some way of doing a better job of predicting? Is there a formula that can be developed there at all, or anything along those lines?
One of the proposals that was discussed was to allow the state auditor to make some adjustments. So if we run the formula and run the numbers, then you look at the end and you say, that was not an intended outcome, or that just isn't right, to allow somebody to make some adjustments outside the law. So that was one possible solution there.
And as we did the analysis, you've got 89%, as we said before, being retained in the county. So why not just split that rate and say, okay, 11% of those funds is now the state rate used for state functions, and the other 89% is being retained by the county now. Why not just make it a county rate and have them allocate the monies out? At the same time, you'd have the state auditor's office identifying what expenses are acceptable within the assessing and collecting, but it's really just identifying that all the monies collected are not really a multi-county, being spent on multi-county. Mm-hmm. Most of it, 89%, is just being retained by the county. So why not change those rates to reflect what's really going on, make it more transparent?
Well, we have just burned through this segment, so there's still one solution or one option to talk about, and that's a complete overhaul. And if you will stay with us for just a minute, I think this is a very interesting discussion, and we will take our next block and wrap up with the concept of the full overhaul here on the county seat. Stay with us.
Rediscover your sense of adventure. Welcome to San Juan County. Discover the past. A change of place. Utah's San Juan County, where life is elevated.
So, what brings you to town?
What brings anyone to St. George? A couple rounds of golf, a little relaxation.
What is that all?
Is there more? In a retirement community? Should have stuck with the back nine.
Let's be honest, you don't know much about Beaver County. Well, let me tell you about it. It's the birthplace of outlaw Butch Cassidy and inventor Philo T. Farnsworth. Some of the best skiing in Utah is at Eagle Point. You've got camping, Canyon Breeze Golf Course, Crusher and the Tushers, Beaver Territorial Courthouse, snowmobiling, renewable energy, Pioneer Car Show, Squeaky Cheese, Ghost Towns to explore, best water in the country, Paiute ATV trails, Old Frisco Kilns, horse racing, hunting, fishing, and it's a good place to live. Beaver County, mountains of fun. I could tell you more, but why don't you come and see it for yourself?
Imagine a place where the world's largest concentration of scenic attractions can be found, where radiant cliffs of 2 national parks and 3 state parks tower to kiss the azure sky. Come and visit any one of the many memorable sites and events that Bryce Canyon Country, Garfield County, Utah has to offer. Drive along National Scenic Byway 143 and All-American Road Highway 12 and experience the ultimate adventure.